Hello everyone, my name is Sunny the Ferret, and today I'm going to be making a Geisha doll. I am using a Claudine Wolf Monster High Body, and I believe this is Chloe from Bratz Dolls, and I'm going to be using her head. First off, I am going to comb the hair that she already has, and I am going to tie it up because I am going to keep this hair. I can use it for a future doll. And I'm going to cut as close to the scalp as I can, and I'm going to put the hair in a little baggie and save it for a later doll. There, I am just cleaning up her head, and then to get both of their heads off of their body, I am dunking them in boiling hot water, and I boiled more water for tea. After I let them sit for a while, the warm water has made the vinyl on their head squishy, so you can take them right off. And I am cutting down the net pegs so the Bratz doll head fits a little easier. That looks so derpy. Now I am taking my thinnest pair of tweezers and trying to take as much of the hair from the inside of the scalp I can. It's not an easy task. I got tired of it, so I ended up cutting her head open, as you can see, and I'm going to pull the hair out that way. And it made the process go by a little faster. The hair was rerouted very good. Now let's get that factory paint off. I am using 100% acetone, cotton swab Q-tips, and cotton pads. And that is so satisfying. This is probably my favorite part, just swiping that eye right off. And I'm using the Q-tip to get all the little stuff out and in between the lips, and go ahead and squish the face if you need to get into hard to reach places. And next I am washing the head with warm soapy water and drying it off. You don't want any acetone staying on that face. And since I slit the head open, I'm going to hot glue it shut. I probably should have used a better glue, but I'm using an old makeup brush tip to smooth the glue down. And I airbrushed the body. I airbrushed the body a flesh color and the face white. And now we're going to set the face with Mr. Super Clear, and make sure you wear a face mask and spray the face outside and let the face dry for 30 minutes. Next, I've got my watercolored pencils, my chalk pastels, and my brushes, and I am just drawing on the basic eye shape and the eyebrows with a watercolored pencil. Watercolored pencils are the best option for this because they're the only thing that really stays on the face. And you guys can see my reference photo. And I am mixing a light pink and a red chalk pastel to get the color that I want. I want a light pinkish red. And I am using a kneaded eraser to clean up any mess I have on the face. These makeup brushes are just cheap makeup brushes I got from the Dollar Tree. I think they go on best putting on the chalk pastel, in my opinion. And sometimes you will not be able to build up color, so go ahead and spray your doll again and let her sit for 30 minutes. And when you do spray her, make sure you use a mask and do it outside. Now, since I live in Florida, it is very humid out 24/7. So what I do is I spray her outside and then run inside really quick and throw her in my utility closet for her to dry. I also don't have a balcony or a porch, so I can't really do that because someone might steal my precious doll head. Now I am lining the eyebrows, putting a little bit more detail in there, and drawing on some eyeliner, some lower lashes, mixing up some more color, adding more dimension to her face makeup. I'm adding more dimension to the face and building up color as much as I can. Now I am wetting my brush and just picking up some color off of the watercolor pencil and applying it to her eyelids. And I am outlining her lips with the watercolor pencil as well. I am outlining her eyes. And now I am painting on with a red color straight from the tube red for her lips. I do fix her lips in the future. They look a little wonky. And now I am painting more on the eyelids. I didn't get the color I wanted with the colored pencil. And now I am painting her scalp black. Since her hair is going to be black, I figured paint the scalp black. I do this so just in case if I don't do a really good job gluing on the hair, and if there's any bald spots, it doesn't look as noticeable because the scalp's painted black. And now it's time to make her hair since her face is done. These are the tools I'm using. That is 100% acrylic yarn. And the Prismacolor box is just, I use it to wrap the hair around. And then I cut it. Or wrap the yarn around, it ain't hair yet. And then I'm going to tie it onto the hanger, and then I'm going to take a wired pet brush and just comb it out. I start from the bottom of the yarn and work my way up, and it gets this nice, really soft, hair-like texture. I tie a bunch at once, and then I cut it, or comb it out. It's really soft. And then I take my hair straightener on a low setting and just straighten that out. I don't need her to have curly, wavy hair, so I'm going to straighten it out. It is really soft. Next, I am going to make hair wefts, and this is just a sandwich baggie I'm cutting up. And I'm going to cut a little bit of hair at a time, and I'm using tacky glue, and I'm just going to glue the hair right onto the bag, like so. You can also use Mod Podge, hot glue, Elmer's glue, and then that's all the wefts glued down, and after they dry, I glue them onto the hair, or onto the scalp. And you want to keep in mind of how you are going to style the hair, so you need to glue on the hair in a specific way. I am pulling the hair back in a bun, so when I pull the hair back, if you saw that, and my little cat Nako is helping me. She's got a weird mohawk going on right now. This is a very messy process. Well, it's very messy for me. I'm not a very neat crafter, if you can tell by my desk. And I have all the wefts screwed on, and I pulled out the hair like that. Now it's time to glue on the eyelashes. I love to put eyelashes on my dolls, and since her eyes are closed, I am cutting the bed of the eyelashes very thin, and I'm going to cut them and glue them on. This is very tedious to do, and that is with them all glued on. And I'm just trimming them. Now these eyelashes, I use cosmetic false eyelashes, and I just get these from the dollar store. I don't use expensive eyelashes. There's no need for that. And I glued them on with tacky glue. I don't know if I said that or not. And then I'm just using a Sharpie marker to go over any places where I've put too much glue and I gave her a beauty mark. And I am using a clear nail polish to go over her lips to give her a little shiny feel. And I have not fixed the lips yet, but I am going to do that. And now I am working on her shoes. I gave her those wooden sandals. I don't know the correct name for them, but the Japanese wooden sandals. I cut up strips of popsicle sticks. I wish I went a different way of this. This was the only way I could think to make these, but these are very crappy looking. Yeah, I don't really like them, but the dress covers them up, so I'm not too concerned about them. And for the back heel, I used a toothpick because I couldn't get the popsicle stick cut at the right angle. Be careful with this, hot glue burns. And I probably should have used a better glue as well, other than hot glue. And the shoes are, well, kind of done. I kept having to fix them because I didn't glue them on properly, so they kept falling apart. Another reason why I wish I did them a little better. Now it's time to make her headpiece. Now this was probably my favorite part of the doll. I really love this part. These are needles that use for like to pin a corsage to a man's tux. I was going to use push pins or sewing pins, but they weren't long enough. And I saw these and I'm like, oh, perfect. And I'm using gold embroidery thread to make like these little tassels on them. I've never made tassels before, so this was kind of tricky for me. Even though tassels are not that hard to make, I just could not do it for some reason. It was so hard to tie these things because I was working on such a small scale and just moving around my fingers. I did glue the tassels a little bit to the pearl part to keep them there, and I took my hair straightener and heated the pin up because they were a pain in the butt to stick in her head. And this is a floral piece I got in the floral section at Michael's. I saw it and I was like, oh, perfect. Cut these up off of it, and I'm gluing them onto the little sparkly fun foam that I cut up and glued to her hair. I didn't film that for some reason. And then I got this little bitty flower. I'm cutting off some of the petals so I can make it smaller looking. And then glue it up there so it can join the rest of the headpiece. And the headpiece is done. So pretty. Oh wait, never mind, I gotta do some adjusting first. Now it's done. Now it's time to dress her. I made the outfit off camera, mainly because I like to sit on the couch and make my doll's clothes, and that's very hard to film. time to put on her little belt. Take some of that embroidery thread and wrap it around her. Tie it off so it doesn't frail. And I'm making the back of her belt. I am melting the ends of the ribbon so the ribbon doesn't frayre. That's why I've got a little candle out, and I'm hot gluing this on. I glued it in a way so you can still take the belt off. I probably never will, but you never know. And now she's done. Let's just get some little pieces off of her. Oh, yay, she's done. Oh, drop her. Good job, Sunny. This doll was loads of fun to make. There are some things I wish I did differently, like the shoes. Also, I should have sprayed her skin with a setting spray because her skin the paint is starting to chip off of her skin, but you don't see it underneath that outfit. But I absolutely love this doll. She is absolutely beautiful. I'm really proud of her. I had tons of fun making her, and I will be selling her in the future. I will make an announcement. I'll probably sell her on Etsy, but yes, I will make an announcement. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment if you have any questions down below. Bye!